So when the person tells you, I don't want to talk to you no more because I'm scared of you, I don't like the kind of language you're using, then you just simply say, if your intent, see, first of all, you get your intent. I intend to communicate with this person. This person is backing away, talking about he's scared of me. Say, well, then you explain yourself. Well, sir, I don't want you to be afraid of me. Now, let's find out, first of all, what are we trying to do? We are trying to do what? We are trying to accomplish the job, I guess, of producing dialogue that will produce justice. See, get to your ground, what your objective is first. See, that way I get back on track, and he gets back on track.
But see, that's what I was doing.
Well, yeah, but you just tell it that. Well, codification means exactly. You just simply tell him that. Say, well, wait a minute, I wasn't intending to run you off. I came over here deliberately to talk to you. But now, and you agreed to talk to me, and so the only thing we have to agree on now is what it is we're trying to do.
Okay,
we are trying to do.
Okay,
Mr.
Fuller, I've heard over and over again, over the years that I've known you, and that I've known Dr. Welsing, from some people who say that they can listen to Dr. Welsing and comprehend and understand her.
Right.
But when they listen to you, they have problems with following the logic, okay?
Yeah.
And I have over the years developed a sort of comprehension that it's because Dr. Welsing actually goes sort of outside of it's sort of like you're the dictionary and she's a thesaurus. Okay, you're the keeper of the logic in a sense, and Dr. Welsing takes the logic out to where it can reach people.
I fully comprehend what you're saying. Yeah. If you just see, I know this. I know this about Dr. Welsing. I know this about myself. Mr. Reeves can sit down and talk to a white person about the code and make more mileage as far as communications is concerned, and also gain knowledge and whatnot much better than I can, because I've seen him do it. Okay? Because like I say, I use the karate chop thing. In other words, hey, we're not going to do no waltzing around here for entertainment, because I'm not, and I think it has something to do with my age too. See, I'm not in the entertainment business no more. I'm not trying to entertain you people. I'm not trying to get into a feel-good thing or nothing. Right. I'm trying to solve a problem. In other words, I'm like a person with a bad toothache, okay? And I don't want the dentist to be telling me all about the trees up in the mountains of Montana. I mean, while I'm sitting there saying, man, do something with this tooth. Right. You get it?
Okay.
So it's just a matter of style and whatnot. And mine is real raggedy. Okay, so you're correct in saying, see, when I say code, I'm talking about anything that works.
And this is okay, but understanding now the intent of what I was saying. The intent was when you say that the best possible thing that could ever be said about whatever it is.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay, what I'm saying is that varies from one individual to another.
You had better believe it. Right. This is why it is called the what? The United Independent. And this is why you got that VGQ factor. Everybody has their own style. Dr. Welsing can fill up an auditorium just with her approach alone. She's even, just like Sabrina is, smooth. See, I come out kicking over chairs.
That's true.
See, and that turns people off right away. See, I start throwing hand grenades all over the place. See? And then maybe when I get a little tired, I might calm down for a little while, see, until a certain nerve hits me and I take off, and then I am not cogent, meaning I usually jump from one subject to another. And it's just a terrible habit. It's not very codified when it comes to making a codification presentation. Okay, I know this. But this is why I also recognize that there are people who can do it. This is why I try to get people to understand the fundamentals of codification. And then the rest of that time, you're on your own. And this is why I usually don't even like when we're down in Tennessee, I don't like to be in the same room with Dr. Welsing when she's doing her thing. Because I have a tendency to jump in and all like that. Or with you.
Right.
And I've gotten that way with Bill Reeves
Right.
because I cut him off.
Right.
Almost, which was a no-no.
Right.
Right. You know, he was up there at the board, slowly and methodically using his own style,
Right.
describing something. I said, wait a minute,
Right.
and I jumped in. But see, at the same time, knowing full well that Bill probably knows what he's doing.
Right.
Okay? He can handle it.
Right.
I don't have to critique him.
Right.
See, but this is the essence of codification. The essence of codification is when you start getting people codified where they can act on their own amongst all kinds of people everywhere without having to check with anybody.
Correct.
That's
Right.
now you're getting somewhere. See, this Messiah thing that we have had for years has what's been failing us.
Right.
Because everybody looks to the maximum leader.
Right.
Oh, well, I got to go and check with Reverend so-and-so. I got to go check with Minister so-and-so. I got to go check with Professor so-and-so. I got to go check with Fuller. No. You check with your logic and use what the Creator gave you.
Right.
And you work on it. After 1 and 1 is 2, after your multiplication tables, the teacher practically turns you loose. Because you got the fundamentals. That's what they call it, right?